Hey guys, just a quick extra video this morning announcing that I have started a Patreon. Now this is something that I've talked about in the past, and whenever a creator decides to do something like this, it often raises a lot of doubts and confusion and questions in the community, so I've decided to make a video entirely around this that I'm just going to explain things, and please, if there's any video of mine that you're going to watch the entire way through, let it be this one. So if you haven't heard of Patreon before, it's a pretty simple service that lets you further support your favorite creator, and what you can do is you can pledge a certain amount of money each month and get a cool little reward out of it. And I've designed a bunch of rewards that I'm really excited for. I actually think I'm going to have a lot of fun doing them, but I won't describe them in great detail here. If you're interested in it, you can check them out. I'll leave a link in the description. They're all along the right-hand side of the page, or you can go to patreon.com/Captainsauce. So the pledges go as low as $1 a month, and I think the main reason I actually wanted to make this video was to explain to you guys where those pledges are going. I want to be as transparent as possible with this kind of thing, because if you guys are going to be donating your hard-earned money to Captainsauce, you deserve to know where that money is going, what it's going to do for you guys, and the simple answer is I want to make my videos better. I want to maintain the channel, and I want to improve quality. So like, I have a short-term plan where I want to use that Patreon money to help in buying new games, buying expansions for games. I mean, we just saw Ark come out, there's always new expansions for The Sims, stuff like that. I want to be able to afford that stuff the day it comes out and to make a video on it right away to show you guys right away, while it's still hyped and exciting and stuff like that. Or even big things, buying a new camera, buying a capture card, buying a console. There's a lot of people that would love to see me play PlayStation games or Xbox games, but I don't have any consoles. So that kind of stuff, all of that is going to be helped by the Patreon. And the long-term plan is to hopefully be able to use Patreon to transition into full-time YouTube, because I've talked about this for a long time. I would love to be a full-time YouTuber, but the difference between a hobbyist YouTuber and a full-time YouTuber is usually money, because truth be told, you're no longer just having to improve and maintain a channel, you have to make enough money to survive. And YouTube is kind of a volatile place. You never really know if you're going to make that paycheck next month, or if views are going to go down, or if something is going to happen and YouTube is going to just snap their fingers and all of a sudden you don't get any money anymore because they changed a policy or something like that. So Patreon becomes this safe source of income, and it's hopefully going to be able to make me transition into full-time just easier, because I don't want to make compromises. I think that's one of the biggest things is, if I wanted to get more money out of YouTube, I could. I could run long, unskippable video ads in front of my videos, but I don't. I could run mid-roll ads where they would show an ad every 7 minutes during the video, but I don't. And I don't do sponsored content, because all of that kind of stuff just, it takes away from your entertainment. I don't want people to have a worse experience on the channel because I need to get by. So hopefully Patreon is going to be able to make it so that I don't have to make any compromises for your entertainment. So finally guys, I have a few frequently asked questions that often arise when somebody starts a Patreon. One of them is, will we ever have to pay to see one of your videos? And the answer is no. My videos will always be 100% free on YouTube for you guys to enjoy no matter what. I will not be making videos just for patrons or anything like that. Patreon is just there for people who want to support the channel that extra mile. But your viewership is what matters the most to me. You guys enjoying my videos, watching them, liking them, sharing them, commenting on them, all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of different ways to support a channel. Patreon is just going to be one extra way. It's completely voluntary, not required. Another thing that people are probably going to be wondering is why I don't accept one-time donations. Patreon is kind of a subscription thing, it's kind of a pledge thing. I don't just accept outright donations. And the truth is, I would rather have somebody donate $1 a month rather than $12 in a year, because it's a stable source of income. I know that that dollar is going to be there next month. I know exactly how much I'm going to get, and I know I can rely on that, whereas with one-time donations, I might get a lot one month, and I might get nothing the month later. So I just feel like this is usually the best way to go about it, and it's more fun. I mean, you get to kind of feel like you're a part of something, you get to be part of a Patreon, and you get to know that you're supporting a creator, and you get a cool reward out of it. I just feel like this is going to be more entertaining, really. One of the biggest questions I ask myself is what made me change my mind about Patreon? Because I've talked about Patreon in the past and the advantages and disadvantages and the reasons why I haven't wanted to go through with it before, but finally I am. And kind of the biggest reason I think was I was focusing a lot on the creators that didn't use Patreon to get to where they wanted to be, and I didn't look at the creators that did. And there are a lot of great creators out there that have now gone full time and they've since ended their Patreons, but they used Patreon to get there. And there's really no shame in that. So I also saw a bunch of big creators that still have a Patreon. There's a lot of creators out there with millions and millions of subscribers making a perfectly good living, and they still have a Patreon and just use it to line their pockets, and people are perfectly fine with that. They don't get judged, they don't get shamed. So I figured, you know, I'm not using it to line my pockets, I'm using it to improve my entertainment, I'm using it to improve my channel. So I feel like it's, I don't want to say a more noble way of going about it, but I feel like people would be more understanding. And probably the most popular question is why go as low as $1 a month? Would your $1 a month really make a big difference? And the truth is yes, people don't really realize, but $1 a month is way more than a YouTube creator will ever get from YouTube from the views of one person. So for instance, if you're the kind of person that watches every single one of my videos throughout a month, you watch all 40 something of them maybe, I might get like 40 cents out of, no, not even 40 cents. I might get like 4 cents out of that. So $1 from one person is a significant difference. If everybody on the channel, if every subscriber donated $1 a month, I would be a full-time YouTuber right now. So it does absolutely make a difference. Don't think that $1 a month isn't appreciated, because it is incredibly. Every single donation is appreciated. Every single donation matters. So I really have no problem with going that low. I would go even lower if I could, but I have a feeling that they processing fees and so on and so forth, so Patreon themselves don't want to do that. But hopefully this managed to answer a bunch of your questions, guys. I wanted to get ahead of the game for that, but if you have any more questions, be sure to leave them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them. And if this sounds like something that you're interested in, then be sure to check out patreon.com/Captainsauce. I'll leave a link in the description. And I just wanted to reiterate again, guys, this is not required of you. I'm not even asking this of people. I'm just opening it because I know there are people out there that want to go the extra mile in helping support the channel, but if you're one of the people that don't want to, or one of the people that can't afford to, or for whatever reason, it doesn't matter. There are no hard feelings, just the fact that you watched this video to this point and you're hearing me right now, or watched any of my videos, is really what matters most. So I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. There's gonna be 2 gaming videos coming after this, the same stuff that you would expect. This is just a little extra video that I wanted to make sure people saw, and I'll be seeing you guys soon.